That's pretty efficient on time. So I guess.
Wow! You can do things like that too? That's wonderful.
Yeah, that is pretty nifty.
It kind of tires me out a bit, though.
Hey, it saves it from having to pay anything to get it, well, you know, made. And what's all this?
What a strange welcome. Are they escorting us in this time?
I don't know, Mary.
They're blocking the way. This is no welcome.
Whoa, what the? Hey, hey, hey! How's it going? What's going on? Federation Parliament Building.
As you can see from this video, the Kukai Foundation has engaged in what is clearly an
What
act of aggression against the 117...
What the fuck is that?
From the events that followed,
What?
we can only come to the conclusion that this was an act of rebellion orchestrated by the Foundation's creator...
Is that the Randall destroying the what? Wait, what? No, that's a lie.
I'd like to add that the 422nd Fleet from Gedalia has been dispatched to the scene in order to surround and contain both the Kukai Foundation and 2nd Miltia.
So that's the fleet that's welcoming us.
Won't that constitute an unauthorized use of force? The deployment is in accordance with the Federation Emergency Powers Act. It is fully within our powers. I would think that the Kukai Foundation possessing that level of weaponry is a far greater problem in and of itself.
So we're just hearing from douchebags now?
They were heroes during the conflict or whatever in the past. But the current situation is a result of letting them have their way for so long. The Zohar belong to the entire Federation. Why should 2nd Miltia have sole control? The decision to turn the artifacts of old Miltia over to an impartial third party was decided by vote 14 years ago. We're talking about the dangers of it being monopolized by a corporation.
A lot of faceless generics. Seriously, it's just blah 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 blah.
And their own disarmament. Since taking on their current name and converting to a business, their primary source of income has become entertainment and tourism. How could they possibly have a vested interest in the Zohar? You call that disarmed?
Well,
It's just enough for self-defense. Think back to the reason the organization was formed. Not only that, we can't ignore their recent achievements against the Gnosis. Can we be certain these accusations aren't merely jealousy on the part of a state that didn't receive post-war government handouts? How dare you!
what the?
I've heard rumors that Miltia was secretly involved not only with the current planetary disappearance case,
Ariadne.
but also with other recent developments, including the anti-Gnosis Zohar project.
Cosmos?
I'd like to hear the contact subcommittee's thoughts on all this. Dr. Mizrahi?
Oh god.
Move the 100 series Realian to 2nd Miltia in accordance with the original plan. We're following the protocols.
But I wonder, have you forgotten that it was Miltia that produced the lunatic that summoned the Gnosis and tried to destroy the Federation? I sympathize with your desire to defend your late husband, but perhaps you are too deeply involved in this situation.
I would not have expected my presence here to be misconstrued in such a manner.
Oh, really?
Ouch! Is that just because that Yuli's a woman? Jesus!
Order!
Oh god.
We've just patched in with Representative Helmer. I'd like to hear about the situation from the 2nd Miltian government. Well, Representative Helmer? In accordance with Federation law, we hereby place the Kukai Foundation under arrest for the suspicion
What?
of violating Article 798, Chapter 37, Collection and Concealment of Defense Information.
What?
Article 2153, Chapter 105, Acts of Aggression against Federation vessels, and hereby
What?
rights previously granted. Shut down your engines and relinquish your weapons
Acts
immediately.
of aggression against Federation vessels?
What?
Should the Miltian government allow the Kukai Foundation to dock the Durandal, we will issue a state of emergency notice under Article 2384, Chapter 115, Part 18, Conspiracy to Aid Insurrection.
It looks like
Federation fleet. Hey, check out the network news on the sun monitor. You're not gonna believe this. On the morning of the 21st, it appears that the
That's Randall, but why would it... What?
Federation's Tessadora division came under attack by heavily armed...
No! What?
The Woglinde?
What?
I thought the Gnosis attack had been reported already. The company has been...
So I want to know, Shion.
...in conjunction with the Second Militian government, and considerations for the possibility of treason have forced the Federation Parliament to dispatch...
They did a good job doctoring that video.
Huh.
But how did they synchronize the battle coordinates as well?
Damn! That's from when we fought the UTIC organization. Those bastards were recording it.
Those clever devils.
I see. That would explain how the absolute coordinates match. I guess that's their indisputable proof. Even I'm starting to think that we did it.
It's a gentleman's challenge, all right.
You don't sound very worried.
In any event, this is confirmation that the remnants of the UTIC organization have infiltrated both the Federation government and the military.
Huh.
Which means their next target is...
Yeah, they want Momo's blood.
This is such a blatant lie, it's ludicrous. As survivors, if we testify...
They'll just claim that you survived because you were in on the conspiracy.
Good point.
This is insane! Do you think this is why headquarters hasn't communicated with us?
Because they were acting as douchebags? Probably, Alan. Probably. Jesus. These people are really thorough in what they do. I gotta give them credit for that. Seriously, UTIC. Bravo. Bravo. It's a lot of ships, though. Huh? So I guess this is this is their welcoming committee.
I am Captain Lapis Roman of the Galaxy Federation Special Ops Command Headquarters, Intelligence Bureau. I hereby place the ship under custody of the Galaxy Federation.
In other words, we're boned.
I understand you're from the Woglinde. I'll take you in as witnesses. All Vector property will be temporarily confiscated as evidence.
Cosmos.
Yeah, Cosmos is pretty much
Series Reality under warrant.
warrant.
Hey, don't hurt her!
Bitch, please. They're serious.
Single room and watch them carefully.
All of them?
Splitting them up will only serve to underman our guard posts. Investigate as much of the ship as possible before we rendezvous with the others.
Yes, ma'am.
Dynan Kukai, you are hereby under arrest for suspicion of treason against the Galaxy Federation. Come with me.
As you wish.
So things just went from really awesome, from really well being to holy what the fuck in under a minute. Well, several minutes, I guess, but
It's all orchestrated too well.
that's what I want to know, Ziggs.
The fleet deployment came too quickly. They must have been prepared to ensure that Momo would return to them, regardless of what happened.
Hmm.
Or perhaps ensnaring Second Miltia was part of their plan from the very beginning.
Damn.
As a neutral territory, Second Miltia was invested with a whole bunch of rights and legal privileges after the Miltian conflict. There are a whole lot of folks who still have problems with that. Even outside of the UTIC organization.
Says Junior.
The asteroid where Momo was imprisoned. I wondered where the information about that place came from. Now it seems like it was all part of the plan from the very beginning.
Do you mean from when Mommy sent you to rescue me?
You don't think there are UTIC members within the subcommittee itself?
It's not inconceivable. Perhaps it was the very person who arranged for Momo's rescue, Dr. Yuri Mizrahi herself.
That's
No!
quite a suspicion.
Mommy would never do something like that!
Alan?
Sorry.
Hey, I was just thinking of an idea. Silly as it may be, it was an idea.
Open it.
Fiddly fiddly.
Helmer? Sorry to keep you waiting, Guinan. I'm in a somewhat difficult position myself at the moment, but I'm doing what I can with the Federation Parliament. Now, the woman beside you is Captain Lapis Roman.